Ladies and gentlemen, this is big news. Today, GM backed down on their Z06 warranty, and now you can sell your C8 Z06 Corvette before 12 months is up. Hello everyone and welcome back to Brink of Speed. Today I am excited to bring you this new news about the C8 Z06 Corvette warranty. But real quick before we get into it, thank you so much to my thumbs up squad for already smashing that thumbs up button. I hugely appreciate it. And if you're new to this channel, thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate it. You have many other things that you could be doing in your day and you chose to click this video and watch it. So thank you so much. Also, if you're new and you don't want to miss a single one of these types of updates, please consider subscribing by smashing that red subscribe button and the bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this news. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, the first thing that I wanted to cover today is on CorvetteBlogger.com. And if you saw my live on Tuesday night, you will see that I was extremely disappointed when I found out what the top speed was of the new C8 Z06 with and without the Z07 package on it. So we're gonna go ahead and scroll down here and we're gonna click on that, and you're gonna see that in the base trim, it is 195 and 189 for the Z07 package. So I just wanted to real briefly let you know that this is true. It's been verified. It's actually, if you scroll down like I'm doing, there's a video here that's put up by Corvette Blogger where Taj himself, this guy right here, actually states that they were not going for a top speed type car when they built the Z06, and that's exactly what they've been saying from the very beginning. They never wanted this car to do high top speed, super fast quarter miles, and super fast 0 to 60s. However, they did go ahead and get very, very fast 0 to 60 times out of this car, and they got a 10.6 in the quarter mile, which is really, really fast for a car that they stated they didn't really care about quarter mile times with. But it's still a big disappointment for me because I predicted that this car would be somewhere around 210 to 215 in the top speed, and we're not even making 200. So he plays it off as they built this car for the track only, and that's really what they intended people to do with this car. And again, just like I said on my live video on Tuesday, this is not something that I care about for myself. This is not something that I'm gonna go out, get in my Z06 and try and hit 200 miles an hour or more. This is just a bragging rights thing, and it's not smart of GM, speaking of bragging, to brag about that they're putting the world on notice and then they don't even build their brand new supercar to hit at least 200 miles an hour. I think this is a huge mistake. I think that the engineers weren't thinking. They weren't thinking properly when they did this. I think that they should have at least made certain that this car hit 200 miles an hour. That way they could say, this is the first Z06 to ever hit 200 miles an hour. And they could have made it hit much higher than that. With 670 horsepower, it's insane that it does not hit 200 miles an hour. So again, like I said, this doesn't affect me in wanting the car. It doesn't affect me in how I'm gonna drive this car. In fact, I feel like it's gonna absolutely destroy a road course. I feel like going out there, I'm gonna have so much grip. It's gonna do so much performance on these turns. I am gonna be able to go out there and demolish times that I've done in the past on certain road courses. So this is exciting as far as that goes. But let me know what you think, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like GM dropped the ball big time on this, and I just don't approve of them making this C8 Z06 do less than 200 miles an hour in a straightaway. It blows my mind. But who knows how they've tested it so far, but they haven't officially tested it yet. So I just wanted to go over that real quickly with you. And now you will see that we are on the Mid-Engine Corvette forum, and I wanted to go over the biggest news of the day, and that is that GM has moved the 1-year Z06 ownership warranty retention to 6 months. So as you'll see here, this is the letter from GM. They go ahead and address this. They say, this letter serves as an update to our communication on July 29th, where we outline the retention requirements for our most in-demand launch products, which currently includes the Cadillac Escalade V, the Chevrolet Corvette customers, and we are reducing the first owner retention period from 12 to 6 months effective September 1st. So I'm not going to read the rest of this. I'm just going to let you know that this is good news, even though it's still not the greatest news. I feel like GM has no right to give us any kind of retention period. They should just sell the car to us. We already are being screwed over by these dealerships. I mean, there's plenty of dealerships out there that sell MSRP, but there's plenty of dealerships out there who have promised MSRP, and then now that this Z06 has come out, they are pulling the rug out from underneath a lot of their customers and saying, no, we're not selling this car for MSRP, we're selling it for a lot more than that. So the dealerships are already messing with the customer base by bait and switching is what I feel they're doing. And now we have GM messing with the customer base saying, you know what? We are the big corporation. You're going to do what we say, not as we do. And that's all there is to it. So there's going to be a lot of people that are still very furious that it's a 6-month period that you aren't allowed to sell your Corvette. But at least it's a lot less time than a year. So that is nicer, but I think, don't take my word for it, we'll see what happens. I think GM is going to have to retract this as well. Are they going to drop it down to 3 months from 6 months? Probably not. If they decide to retract it, I feel like they'll just retract the entire thing and say, you know what, we can't do any months. You guys are free to buy and sell as you please. This is a free enterprise market, and there's nothing we can do to stop you. Just like they're saying, there's nothing we can do to stop the dealerships from selling well over MSRP. So that's the way that I feel about it. I, again, think it's a good sign. I believe that this is telling us that there are lawyers out there, like I said in my last video about this, that are probably coming back to GM and saying, you guys aren't going to get away with this. There's going to be lawsuits galore. Drop it down to 6 months and let's see how people complain about that. And then we'll, address it at the time that we have more complaints, which I do believe is definitely going to happen. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Also, as you can see, I'm back on Corvette Blogger, and I just wanted to go over this real briefly with you guys. The Corvette assembly plant is going to close next week due to part supply issues. So we're right back to having these, closures at the plant, which is going to stop a lot of people from taking delivery of their new C8, and it might delay the Z06 as well. But right now we're not going to speculate on that at all. I'm just going to let you know that the plant will be shut down next week, and we don't have a timeline here. I'm very surprised. Oh, here we go. The assembly plant is expected to reopen the day after Labor Day, which is September 6th. So it'll be shut down until September 6th. Hopefully they'll reopen and we won't have any more plant shutdowns for quite a while, but I guess we will just have to wait and see. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give me a big thumbs up. Also, let me know in the comments down below what you think about GM going from 12 months to 6 months. And if you agree with me that that's not going to stand as well, that we're going to go from 6 months to probably 0 months here in the near future. And I hope each and every one of you has a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you guys out on the road.